Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? Happy Veterans Day. I hope everybody is enjoying a beautiful day like I am. The sun is shining here. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's about 80 degrees. There's a breeze blowing. And I just want to say thank you to all the veterans for their service and their sacrifice. And God bless all of those who lost their lives and all their loved ones. God bless them all. So, a rough day for some families. So, we'll pray for them and keep them in our thoughts. But thank you for your service and keeping all of us safe. My husband is outside working since it's so beautiful outside, but he's taking a break right now, so it's not too noisy. He's still close by. He's still working on the back roof line. So he didn't work this weekend because we went out of town for my brother's memorial service. And when I got home, there was a bunch of dishes to wash, just glasses. There were some glasses piled up in the sink. And I started washing them. And my daughter that lives with me, she collects these glass handle, really thick, heavy glasses, drinking glass. It's a mug, but it's huge. It's tall. I think you've probably seen it before. They have ships, a scene of a ship on it in white, embossed on it. Well, she collects them, and she has a whole bunch of them. And they are so heavy. I don't like them in the first place, but I didn't mean to drop it and break it. But I was washing them up by hand and I put them in the dish drainer. And I was just kind of doing it without really looking. And as I put it in the dish drainer, I missed. And it just slid off and went on the floor. And it exploded. It just exploded. And it was like shrapnel. I'm so glad there wasn't a kitty cat around or a dog around, because it would have went in their eye or something. It would have been horrible. It could have been really, really bad. I got my ankle cut. My ankle was cut. The back of my leg was bleeding. I got all these little nicks from the shards of glass. But on my ankle, it was kind of deep and it really bled a lot. And it's so sore. And I don't know if there's a piece of glass in it or not, because I soaked it in some warm salt water to make sure it's already closing up, it's closed. But I cannot even cross my legs and put a little pressure on that ankle right there. It is so sharp and tender. So I'm waiting to see for a couple of days if it was just injured and it needs to heal. Maybe it was in a sensitive place, or there's some glass in there, because it is a sharp pain. Even if I wear shoes, I tried to wear my tennis shoes to go walk. The tongue of the shoe, no, no, it was too much pain. So I don't know if there's a piece of glass. Kind of feels like it is, but I'll let you know. I told my husband, I do not want to go to the doctor so he can dig a piece of glass out of my ankle. Dang it. I have these jeweler glasses. See these? And I had my husband put it on, and I said, look, I told him to look at it right after it happened to make sure there wasn't glass in it. And he said he couldn't see any glass sticking out or anything. So I don't know. I don't know. But this thing exploded, y'all. Y'all just can't believe it. It literally exploded everywhere in the kitchen. Glass was everywhere. Little pieces were everywhere. But it has a real heavy base, so. And I think they're vintage. And when glass gets older, it shatters. So, yeah. Anyway, I might be having to go to the doctor. And y'all know I hate to do that. I wouldn't go to the doctor unless I really, really, really had to. But anyway, I did shuffle the cards, and I wanted to ask Spirit a few questions, because I see a lot of people are saying, a lot of different readers and all. I usually don't watch other readers because it can influence your reading once you've watched them. But I just started watching other readers and seeing what they're saying. And a lot of them are saying, wait, just wait. Something's going to happen, that Trump isn't going to take office. And I saw a reading today of a woman saying that. She was adamant that he is not going to be our president, that something's going to interfere with it. So I said, well, Spirit, I need to ask the same questions. will he, take office? Is he going to assume the office of the presidency? So I laid out some cards, and I want to tell y'all, it doesn't look good for Trump. It does not look good for him. It looks good for us, but it does not look good for him. And I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to read these cards to y'all, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. We thought Kamala Harris was going to be president and that the election was going to go just fine. And that didn't happen, so let's take it with a grain of salt, I guess. For entertainment purposes only. Here's the first card that I drew. This is Eight of Pentacles. And that was after the question that I asked, is Donald Trump going to take office or be in the White House again? And when I asked that question before I read this, I was being shown, I kept seeing Arab men, that Donald Trump has a lot of Arab support. And I'm like, well, why does he have a lot of Arab support? What? Putin and the Arabs. And he has Arab support because they're in solidarity with Gaza and all the Arab nations. So this, there's support out there for him for sure. But it's like, it's not in our country. It's different countries that are supporting Donald Trump. And I think probably they had some interference in our election also. That's what I'm getting, okay? But will Donald Trump be sworn in as president? So, Eight of Pentacles. There are investigations going on right now, and people are working really hard to reveal the truth of this election, that it was compromised. Okay? People are working on it. We have to, I saw this card crossing over that card. It was the next card, Temperance card. We have to be patient. These investigations are going on, and we got to be patient to let the powers that be do the work. Remain calm and have faith. Have faith, okay? Now, overlooking that situation is the Tower card. Everybody hates it when the Tower card shows up, except for when we're asking about Donald Trump. That's when we really like to see it. So, it's a disaster. It's a disaster for Trump. That's what I feel like this is. Something's going to happen that blocks Trump from taking office, okay? So just know that. It's sudden change in what is supposed to happen. All of a sudden, everything just breaks down and falls apart. So, I guess the Tower card is something we like to see in this situation. So, the Eight of Pentacles was a no. This is a no card. And the foundation of the situation, Five of Pentacles. Y'all know this card too. It's also a no card. He's left out in the cold, see? He's disgraced. His life is falling apart. This hit him really hard. I should have asked. I should pull a few more cards and see if he's going to go to jail. See if he's going to be sentenced to jail. Let's pray that judge does the right thing. So the outcome is our future will be secure. That's 10 of Pentacles. That's the future, a secure future for the United States. So, and you could read this card in another way. I could look at it and say, oh, the outcome means his presidency is secure. He's going to, after all this happens, he's still going to go and be in the White House. So just because you could read that either way, but I'm reading it as that our future is going to be secure. The United States' future will be secure. The future for all of Americans will be secure. So I pulled one other card for clarification. And that's the Two of Swords. Also a no card. So Again, this is indicating that we need to have patience, that a decision at the highest level is being made now. Okay, so let's just see how this rolls out. So that's as clear as I can get on it. But we can be hopeful that President Trump will, whatever happened here, Elon Musk helped him, Arab Nation helped him. It was probably the Saudis, because it looks like, when I saw them, it looked like Saudi Arabia people, the way they dress and all. Russia, they all helped. They all interfered with the election. They all want President Trump to be president. And, like I said, we've got to be patient. They know what's going on. They're not stupid. Our government's not stupid. They know what's going on. Even some of the MAGA people were like, wow, we won by a landslide. Wow, I didn't see that coming, So they're investigating it. They're going to figure it out. Let me shuffle these cards up again and ask if President Trump will be sentenced to jail. I think it's, what is it, the 26th or the 28th? I have to look it up. It's at the end of this month, right? So do a little shuffling here. And isn't the Judge Marchand? I believe that's who it is. Will the judge sentence Donald Trump to jail? Is Donald Trump going to be led away in handcuffs and go to jail at his sentencing? Man, he's just been such a slippery guy. He's gotten out of so many situations. It is amazing. It's really, really amazing. If you're MAGA and you're looking at him and everything works out for Trump, it pans out for him, that he even dodges a bullet, you're thinking, just imagine how it feels on their side. They're thinking, oh, this guy can do anything. He's got the Midas touch. He's magic, whatever. You can understand how they would feel that way, because he's a slippery dude. Slimy fish. That's what I think. He's a slimy fish, and he's just hard to hold on to. When you have so much money, and these people have given him so much money, and I think he's gotten money from different countries too. So he's gotten so much money that you can manipulate anything with money. It's a capitalist nation. Okay. Let's take a look at it. So, will Donald Trump go to jail? Honestly, truthfully, please help me reveal the truth to everyone. Let me pull a few cards, y'all. I usually don't do this on camera because it takes up too much time. When I listen to other people shuffling, it annoys me. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I'm like, stop shuffling. I don't know why I'm like that, but let's see. Is he going to go to jail? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, he got a couple, and I shuffled and shuffled them. Y'all heard me. And he got a couple of the same cards. Weird, huh? Weird. Okay. So I'm asking, is Donald Trump going to go to jail? And I'm getting the celebration card. And I know we're asking if he's going to go to jail. And if he goes to jail, we would all be celebrating. So to me, this looks like a yes. It's a yes card. It's celebratory, so we're going to all be happy and celebrating that he's in jail. So to me, it's a yes. Yes, he's going to go to jail. Crossing over is the Tower card. It's a disaster for him. Again, like I said, I pulled this again. It's a big disaster. Things aren't going to go the way that he planned. They're going to give Trump, Four of Cups, they're going to give him the sentence that he did not want. You know, that's what this is, an offering of something that you don't want. So they're going to give him the sentence that he is not going to be happy with and that he does not want. And the foundation, y'all see Addie Cat? I have my door open here. She just came in. Addie Cat. It's Queen of Swords. So, you know, this judge has really high standards, and he feels like Trump should be treated the same as anyone else. So he's not going to say, oh, he's president, I can't put him in jail. He's going to say, you do the crime, you do the time. Yeah, I think that's what that means. And the last card I pulled is an outcome card for the near future. This is also a yes card. This, you know, working hard to achieve the goals of making Trump become accountable for the first time. So I think he's going to go to jail, y'all. I think that judge is going to throw the book at him. And I know that makes y'all happy. Let's just see him in handcuffs. I know we're not supposed to, you know, be thinking negative thoughts, but it's not negative. It's him being held responsible for his actions. It's not negative, right? Oh, I see him in handcuffs. Let's all imagine him in handcuffs and being led away to the jail. Let's all just opine on that and put that out there in the universe, okay? This morning, when we woke up, I went and made some coffee, and I got up early, and I usually stay out front and make the coffee and stay out there, but I brought the coffee to my husband. He was looking at his phone, so I brought him a cup of coffee, and I set mine down and just sat back on the bed and looked at my phone too. And my husband put on Good Morning Joe because he knows that's my habit to watch that. When I've already told him I don't want to watch that anymore, but he turned it on, and I was looking at my phone. I wasn't paying any attention to it. I was not listening to it. I can tune things out. Y'all, I'm a mother, and I learned to tune things out long ago, you know, when your kids are whining. So I can tune out people real easy, which is bad because my husband will be like, you're not paying attention. But anyway, all of a sudden, you know, after he'd been watching it for a while, he's like, oh my gosh. He said they have flipped completely from talking bad about Trump and going on and on. He said all of a sudden they're like acting like they're on Trump's bandwagon. And I said, yeah, that's why I'm not watching them anymore, because, you know, it's all a bunch of propaganda. They're just saying whatever I think what the government wants them to say. I don't think this is really freedom of speech. You know, to a certain degree, yes, maybe, but they're afraid of Trump. They're afraid of retribution, and when Biden was in office, they were against Trump. And now that Trump's going to be in office, they're for Trump, you know? So what does that tell you? That you cannot trust the media. And that's what I told my husband. You can't trust anything they're saying. Just turn it off and don't listen to it. That's why I don't want to watch them anymore. And I told you that. And so he turned it off. So we're not going to be watching it. But all the news medias, they're all doing flip-floppers. They're doing flip-flopping. It's so annoying. It's a disgrace. It really is. Y'all think that our news media is unbiased. It's not. Or that it isn't controlled in some way, then you haven't been paying attention. If you pay attention and see how they're switching, they're all changing their tunes. Yeah, it's being controlled. And that means you're being controlled. If you watch them and believe what they're saying, you're being controlled. I'm not going to be controlled. I'm not watching them. I'm going to rely on my ability to understand channeling and spirit. And whatever happens, I know we're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. I know that for a fact. The sun is still shining. The birds are still singing. Everything's going to be okay no matter what. I know it. So sometimes it's not fun to go through experiences, but we will be okay. I got to get some work done here now, so I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you for visiting with me this morning, and have a wonderful day. So it's a long weekend, right? It continues on through today. So have a relaxing wonderful Veterans Day and do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.